warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and a very good day to all. I'm Ameera Binti Hasyimy from SMK ID Heights, and I'm here to review my favorite book, Percy Jackson and the Lightning Thief, written by Rick Riordan. The Lightning Thief is actually a part of a series called Percy Jackson and the Olympians. The series contains about 5 books in total, and this book is the very first book in the series. Another thing about this series is that it's based off of Greek mythology. So please expect Greek gods to be in these 5 books. Now, allow me to give you a quick summary of The Lightning Thief before I give this book a full review. So this book, it's a very lighthearted fantasy about a modern 12-year-old boy with ADHD and dyslexia who finds out that he's a half-blood. A half-blood? What is that, you ask? A half-blood means he's half human and half god. Percy then undertakes a life-risking quest alongside with his friends Grover and Annabeth in stopping a serious war between the Greek gods from happening. Ain't that something? Okay, so summary aside, it's now time for the actual review. Let's start with the plot. In my opinion, the plot was paced pretty well, and I gotta say there were a good handful of parts in the book that really kept me on my toes. Next, the writing style. The story was written as if Percy himself was telling the story to us. Well, the writer really knows his characters actually. It's fascinating to see how Percy would sometimes break the fourth wall and start chatting with us for a bit before continuing on with his story. Now for the characters. For this part, I'll mainly be focusing on the 3 main characters, Percy, Annabeth, and Grover, since there's actually a lot of other characters in the story. So for now, I'll just focus on the main 3. Firstly, the main boy himself, Percy Jackson. Percy has this really strong sense of justice, and he's really stubborn. Despite his stubbornness, those traits actually kept that story going. And I think without them, I don't think the story would be that good, if that makes sense. It's that one special trait where the main character isn't really a main character without it, you know? Next, Annabeth's strategic mind. It really helped a lot in battles and with monsters and all. So let's just say she's got the brains between the 3. Last but not least, our boy Grover. Grover's loyalty is very admirable. From the start till the finish, he stuck with Percy and Annabeth. Despite all his slight protests, that is, he still gave in to the 2 stubbornness. Well, since I'm talking about the 3, I absolutely love their dynamic. The way they interact with each other, the way that, well, the friendship as a whole, you know? They stuck through together and were able to defeat monsters after monsters after monsters. God, non-stop there were monsters everywhere. Grover's loyalty, Annabeth's wisdom, and Percy's stubbornness and strong sense of justice, they really carried the whole book on their shoulders. That's gotta be pretty heavy, don't you think? Last but not least, the ending. How did I react to that, you might be asking? Well, let's just say it was definitely unexpected. Just when I thought the adventure would end then and there, a slight twist left me in absolute shock. It left a sort of cliffhanger where you really need to read the 2nd book to know what happens next. Overall, I give this book a solid 9 out of 10, I think. Yeah, a 9 out of 10 is nice. I definitely recommend this book for teens and early teens who are into myth and fantasy. Y'all should go buy it, along with the other 4 books in the series. It might just be worth your while, you know? I think that's it for now for my review of Percy Jackson and the Lightning Thief by Rick Riordan. Really hope you guys enjoyed. See you next time. Assalamualaikum. Ameera signing out.